this is SJ Talks and Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. I was on somebody's YouTube channel. I can't remember who it was now, and they were saying they were trashing single mothers. They were trashing single mothers, saying how single mothers, are not good women and all this kind of stuff. I thought that was interesting. These guys were coming in talking about they would never date a single mother, and some of them was recalling their experiences with dating single mothers. Some of them had bad experiences with single mothers, and some of them were just totally going in on single mothers, just going in, and they thought some of them was coming in saying single mothers are not good women, and I was like, really? I asked one guy. I think I responded to one guy. I said, single women mothers are not good women? Seriously? Yeah. So you mean to tell me if a woman is a single mother, no matter how she got that way, she could have been divorced, could have been her husband died, because everybody's situation is different. Failed relationship, whatever. You mean to tell me because a woman is a single mother, she is a bad woman because she is a single mother? So you mean to tell me, let's see if I can get this straight. All women that have no children are good women, but single mothers are bad women? Is that what you're saying? I mean, that's what they're saying. They're saying that single mothers are not good women. So you mean to tell me that women that don't have children, all women that don't have children are good women? What if you get a single woman that's had lots of abortions? Because some of them have had abortions because they just don't want any children. Not placing any judgment on anybody. So you mean to tell me if a woman gave birth, brought forth life, she got pregnant and she brought forth the life and she didn't kill the baby, she is a bad woman? But if a woman got an abortion, that the woman don't have any children and she got an abortion or abortions, she's a good woman because she doesn't have any kids. Make it make sense. I'm over all this bashing of single mothers. I'm over it because I was a single mother myself. I wouldn't have considered myself a bad woman because I was a single mother. As a matter of fact, I was a good woman that happened to be a single mother. I definitely wouldn't have considered myself a bad woman. Because some of the guys were coming in and they were talking about their experiences dealing with single moms, and there's good and bad in every woman. You can't just throw a broad generalization out there about single mothers and say all single mothers are bad. And some of these men have the nerve. Some of these men have children themselves. Some of these men have children themselves, and they were trashing single mothers. So you mean to tell me you went out and created a single mother, but now you're trashing single mothers? But you went out there and created a single mother. Make it make sense. Now you're trashing single mothers. And some of the ones that's talking, they got kids themselves. So you created a single mother, so now you're trashing a single mother. So what if a single woman that don't have any children, she's sleeping around, she's having abortions, got a big body count? Not placing any judgment, I'm just making a point. Just because of the fact that she has no children, she's a good woman? But a woman that has children, are all the women that are single mothers are bad women? Boy, it's a lot of bitter men out here. Because it's a lot of good single mothers out here. It's a lot of good women that are single mothers. And they're talking about, oh, that's being a stepdad is being a stepdad is it's the best blessed position to be in. If a man is man enough to step into that position, now I have to admit that there's good single women, there's good women without children, there's bad women without children. There's good single mothers that are good women. There's single mothers that are bad women. You can't just say all single mothers are not good women. You just can't say that, because there's lots of single mothers. When I was a single mother, I know I was a good woman. I know I was a good woman. And I know had I got married, I would have been a blessed wife to my husband. Okay? And I would have told my children to respect their stepdad, because he would have been the head of the house. So I would have told my children, this is your stepdad and you need to respect him. Hello? Now, I know not all single mothers have that mindset, but you got to get the right one, But to say that all single mothers are not good women, that is not okay. That is not okay. Because I know lots of single mothers that were good women. I mean, especially if you don't know the circumstances of how she became a single mother. It could have been divorce. It could have been the father of the children died. Or does that mean all married? There's no married women in there too. So that means all married women are good women. If a woman is married, she's a good woman. All married women are good women. All single women with no children are good women. Because I've seen videos and read blogs where single women that had no children were being bashed as well. I've seen times where women that didn't have no children were being bashed. So which one is it? Some people say that a woman, if she doesn't have children, particularly if she don't have them by a certain age, she looked at some type of way. Single women that have never been married, that have no children, or whatever situation, is looked at some type of way in judgment. So it just seems like no matter what, especially black women, no matter what women do, we can't win. We're going to get judged regardless. But to just paint a broad brush and say that all single mothers are bad women, are not good women, it's not okay. And it's coming from a place of bitterness. And I'm just tired of this narrative of men trashing single mothers and bashing single mothers. There's plenty of good women out here that happen to be single mothers. I know some single mothers that are very good women, and excuse me, I was a good woman myself when I was a single mother. I was a good woman myself, and I ain't gonna let nobody tell me any different. I was a good woman that happened to be a single mother. There's lots of good women out here that are single mothers, and all this trashing and bashing single mothers is not okay. Especially if you're out there creating single mothers. If you're out there creating single mothers, shame on you for bashing single mothers. And you're out there creating single mothers. That is not okay. I'm sick of all these generalizations, people trashing single mothers. And then they say, well, if you marry a single mother, there's a lot of problems. And that was a debate going back and forth. Let me tell you something. When a woman marries a man, a woman hooks up with a man that has children. If you marry a man that has children, she could be responsible for paying the child support. A portion of the couple's taxes could go to child support. That woman, that wife is responsible for helping that man pay that child support. If he's paying child support, it takes away from their resources. Okay? It takes away from their resources. She might have to deal with, because they was talking about that too, baby daddy drama. Well, if a woman hooks up with a man that has children, she might have to deal with his baby mama drama. The mother of the children may not want the stepmom to be around the kids. There are issues. There are problems when women hook up with men with kids. But they try to make it seem like it's one-sided. No, it's not one-sided. And especially if you got a man that has multiple baby mothers, well, I wouldn't recommend a childless woman getting with a man that has multiple baby mothers. Because I did that myself, and I was made a baby, one of the baby mamas. I was turned into one of the baby mamas. So I wouldn't recommend a single woman with no kids to hook up with somebody that has. Now, if he has one child, one or two kids, and he has one baby mama, that's okay. But if he has multiple baby mamas, I wouldn't recommend, because there's problems either way. There's problems on both sides. Because a single woman marrying a man with kids, there's issues there too. But these guys try to make it seem like it's only one-sided. No, there's issues either way. Because if you marry that man and he got to pay child support, that takes away from resources away from y'all family, what y'all got going on. It takes away from y'all resources. And sometimes the wife has to pay a portion of her taxes to go to child support. So that's something for single women with no children to keep in mind if you hook up with a man that has kids. And some of these guys, they want you to help them pay their child support. I'd say run for the hills. I'd say don't mess with them. If they got a big hefty child support bill, don't fool with them. So there's issues on both sides. And these single fathers have their nerves because they got kids themselves. I think single fathers should hook up with single mothers. That's what I think. That way you got a Brady Bunch thing going on there. You got a Brady Bunch type situation. You know? Because Brady Bunch, the mama was a single mother. She was a single mother. And then Mike Brady was a single dad. He had 3 boys and she had 3 girls. They got married, and then it was a happy family. And you didn't even know. If you grew up watching the Brady Bunch, and most baby boomers and Gen Xers grew up watching the Brady Bunch. You know, I didn't even know when I was a kid looking at it from a child's perspective, looking at the show, I didn't even know it was a step parent. Okay, well, I seen the intro, the song and the intro and everything, but just didn't connect the dots when I was younger. I didn't connect the dots that, yeah, this is a step family type situation. And I didn't see the first episode until, matter of fact, it was a few years ago that I seen the actual first episode of the Brady Bunch. So I got a little bit of a backstory on that show. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. Because, there wasn't much on TV in those days. And I know a lot of baby boomers and Gen Xers watched the Brady Bunch. And that was a good situation. He had 3 boys. She had 3 girls. They hooked up. Hey, happy family. So single fathers need to hook up with single mothers. What's wrong with that? You got a Brady Bunch type situation going on. But these single fathers have the nerve to be bashing single mothers and talking about they don't want no single mothers. What makes you think that a woman without children wants you? What makes you think? If you got too many baby mamas, she shouldn't be fooling with you. Okay? So all this trashing of single mothers need to stop. Because there's plenty of single mothers out there that are good women. And I know situations to where single mothers got married and it worked out beautifully. My sister was a single mother before she married my brother-in-law. And they've been married over 30 years. And it worked out, and she had a couple more kids by him. And it worked out just fine. So there's a lot of cases where men have married single mothers. And I think it depends on the mindset of the woman, too. It depends on the mindset of the woman. If she is a woman, if she's a Christian woman, She understands the headship. She's a Christian and she has a firm understanding of the headship arrangement, and she is willing to submit. And she's pretty well versed in biblical scripturally. How a household is supposed to be ran. Then she will be able to give him the proper respect in relation to her children. Because some of the guys were complaining that, well, at some point, she doesn't want you disciplining the children or whatever, and it'll be thrown up in your face that you're not the father. I mean, it depends. It depends on the mindset of the woman. Like, if I had gotten married when I was raising mine, I would have told my sons, this is your stepdad. He's the head. You need to have the proper respect for him. If he tell you to do something, you do it. Okay? So that's how I would have been if I because they were saying that they have problem with you correcting the children, and I say it depends on the woman. It depends on the single mother. It depends on her mindset. But you can't just say all single mothers are bad women, because I know a lot of good single women. So hit me up in that comment section. I'm just getting sick and tired of all this bashing of single mothers. Sick of it. When a lot of you guys are out there creating single mothers. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I gotta go. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Until the next video, you guys be blessed.